Good evening, everyone. My name is Mari Newmer. I am Associate Vice President for University Advancement here at the USF Sarasota Manatee campus. On behalf of our University President, President Rhea Law, our Regional Chancellor, Karen Holbrook, Jay Riley, our Senior Director of Corporate Relations and External Relations, we want to really welcome you to this campus. Do we have any alumni in the audience? Any Bulls? All right, we have a few. Go Bulls. We're so thrilled to have you here. We are absolutely honored to host this event and welcome the Congressman. On behalf of all of our students, faculty, and staff, thank you for all that you do. I will now invite Chloe Conboy up to the stage. Welcome and enjoy.
Good evening. Thank you all for coming tonight. My name is Chloe Conboy, and I am Congressman Buchanan's Deputy District Director. Thank you all for coming to the Congressional Fire and Rescue EMS Awards. This is our 10th anniversary for having the event. Before we start, I'd like to invite somebody special to the stage. I'd like to invite Lieutenant Derek Foss with Southern Manatee Fire Rescue to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Come on up. Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Thank you, Lieutenant Foss. Now I'd like to invite somebody else very special, Ed Cleveland, who has spent 45 years of his career in public safety, and 20 of those years as the West Manatee Fire Chief. Mr. Cleveland will have the pleasure of introducing Congressman Buchanan. Mr. Cleveland.
Thank you, Chloe. Representative Vern Buchanan is the co-chair of the bipartisan 29-member Florida Congressional Delegation and currently serves on the powerful House Ways and Means Committee. International trade, healthcare, welfare, Social Security, and Medicare. Buchanan is the lead Republican of the Trade Subcommittee. Congressman Buchanan ended the 116th Congress with 6 of his legislative initiatives enacted into law, bringing to 26 the total number of legislative initiatives he has passed into law since taking office in 2007. These accomplishments include reforms to military training procedures, measures to stop animal cruelty, confronting the drug epidemic, which we're all so familiar with, helping Americans save for retirement, and making animal abuse a federal offense. We've been blessed by the help of Congressman Buchanan's fire and rescue and EMS personnel for a number of years because of his relationship with the Congressional Fire Service Caucus. The things he has done for us are far more than just getting the congressman to get us a flag when one of our members retire. He has done so much more for us. He has been a real asset to Florida and the American Fire Service. Many of you know that several years ago, I was very active working with the Congressional Fire Service Caucus and the Congressional Fire Service Institute, and I can personally tell you how valuable that caucus is, and we are so blessed that the congressman is a member of the Congressional Fire Service Caucus. The congressman has been a part of the reason the American Fire Service has been able to receive millions of dollars in grants for both the Assistance to Firefighters grant and the Staffing for Adequate Fire and Emergency Response grants. I've been fortunate enough to serve on several peer review committees, and I know how beneficial they are to departments all over the country, and Manatee County has been blessed to receive several of these grants, and I would wager that Hillsborough has as well. The caucus is doing a lot of work on legislation on urban search and rescue, and finally, the National Firefighters Registry that will assist in tracking and working on the far too many cancers firefighters are dealing with. Let's thank Congressman Buchanan for his effort and support on these and other measures the caucus is working on, and all of the many efforts he makes to make our district and the state of Florida better and safer. Congressman Buchanan. Welcome, sir. Good to see you. Thank you.
One little party left out, and that is I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the firefighters because they originally supported me. And there was 5 candidates originally in my race, the primary and even the general. I won by 369 votes. It's kind of like my pastor said to me, he said, without the church, you wouldn't have won. I said, without a lot of people, I wouldn't have won. But the firefighters, I want to thank them, all of them, for giving me this opportunity as a blue-collar kid that my wife and I have done very well, been very fortunate. Also, I'd just like to mention my wife, been married 46 years. She's my partner, and she's done such an incredible job. We got 9 grandkids now, 2 sons, and my oldest son's a bull in terms of the UF. But, it's very exciting. It's a lot of fun. After church on Sunday, the grandkids show up, and I'd tell you, about 5 o'clock, I'm ready to shoo them all out of the door. So it's like a hurricane hit the place. But I want to thank you all for coming tonight to help recognize fire and rescue EMS personnel who have provided distinguished service to the people of the Florida 16th Congressional District. A few days ago marked 21 years since the heinous 9/11 attack. We will never forget the nearly 3,000 innocent men, women, and children who lost their life that day, as well as the countless heroes who sacrificed their life in search and rescue survivors. Please join me in a moment of silence. There you go. As first responders, fire department, emergency medical service teams are summoned on short notice to serve their respective communities. These brave men and women spend hundreds of hours in training so that they're prepared when they get the call. Time and again, they respond to dangerous and stressful situations with strength and composure. They're the first pillar. The first responders are the pillar of our community. As a member of Congress, I will continue to work to ensure that you have all the resources you need to safely do your job. In 2012, I established the 16th Congressional District Fire and Rescue and EMS Awards to honor officers, departments, and units for outstanding service. Each winner, and this thing that makes it so special and unique, each winner, their name will be submitted into the congressional record, will be there forever. For your kids, grandkids, great-grandkids, it'll be there forever. So it's a special award from that standpoint. I want to thank the independent committee comprised, so I don't select everybody, the experts do, of a cross-section of current and retired fire and rescue personnel for judging this year's nomination. I'd like to thank Tom Woods, Larry Wu, Ed Cleveland, Dennis Jones, Doug Huffman, and Michael Williamson. Let's give them all a round of applause. Especially also want to thank Chloe for putting this together and coordinating the whole thing. She, as many of you know, went to school here in Manatee County. We're so proud of her. She's a hurricane. So let's give her a round of applause. We have many awards tonight. I'm excited about that to hand out, as well as copies in terms of the congressional record. This will be the official record, as mentioned, of Congress. So let's get started to present those awards. Put that back down there.
Alrighty, and when your name is called, I'm going to ask if you could come up on this side, and the congressman's going to present you with your award, and then you can exit on that side. First up, Charge Paramedic Carly Aldi and Paramedic Lydia Wilkinson of Manatee County Emergency Medical Services. If you could come up, please. Paramedics Aldi and Wilkinson responded to an emergency call for a man struck by a car while riding his bicycle. Upon arrival at the scene, it was obvious that the man was in extremely critical condition. He had several visible wounds to his head, chest, and extremities, and was complaining of difficulty breathing. The paramedics quickly began assessing and treating life threats. The patient was placed in spinal precautions, IVs were established, and a needle was placed in his chest to relieve pressure that was building up and restricting his breathing. He was given pain medication and quickly transported to Blake Medical Center as a trauma alert. The patient suffered nearly 50 broken bones, 2 collapsed lungs, and needed 40 units of blood. While his recovery was long, he was ultimately discharged. In the world of EMS, paramedics and EMTs just have minutes to react. Critical thinking and life-saving skills are often the difference between life or death. The decisions made by Carly and paramedic Wilkinson gave their patient the best chance of surviving such a devastating event. Paramedics Aldi and Wilkinson are presented with the Preservation of Life Award.
Give them a big round of applause.
For the next award recipients, these 2 men didn't only win 1 award, but they actually won 2 awards. Please join me in welcoming Charge Paramedic Joe Savasta and Paramedic Carlos Santos of Manatee County EMS. Charge Paramedic Joseph Savasta and Carlos Santos were called for reported overdose in a vehicle which was stopped in the middle of a busy roadway. When the crew arrived on scene, they found an unconscious person in the driver's seat. EMS, along with the fire department and law enforcement on scene, made contact with the patient. Initially, the patient was woken up and vital signs were being assessed. During the assessment, when the patient thought the crew was distracted, the patient reached for the middle console and pulled out a gun on the first responders. Charge Paramedic Santos was directly next to the patient and was able to wrestle the gun away from the patient and release the magazine from the gun. Joseph Savasta immediately saw the struggle and jumped in to assist his partner. Because of their quick and heroic actions, both of these paramedics undoubtedly saved the lives of multiple first responders that day. Paramedics Savasta and Santos are presented with the Preservation of Life Award and the Above and Beyond the Call of Duty Award. Congratulations. Next award, District Chief Jason Evans of Manatee County Emergency Medical Services. District chiefs often work alone and are first responders day and night. Just as District Chief Evans was about to clock out for the day, he decided to respond to one last call. He responded to a call for an emergency childbirth in a vehicle. He assessed the pregnant woman, realized the baby was breached, and immediately proceeded with the delivery in the middle of a YMCA parking lot. The woman's husband assisted and performed the cord cutting. Assistance arrived, and the mother and newborn were transported to a local emergency department. The mother and baby are both happy and healthy. Chief Evans possesses the composure and concentration needed to perform all necessary tasks in a proficient and professional manner every day. He is a positive influence on others and a great example of professionalism. Chief Evans is awarded the Dedication and Professionalism Award. Congratulations. Next up, Captain Kay Meyer of Hillsborough County Fire Rescue. With over 30 years of service, Captain Kay Meyer remains an enthusiastic company officer, taking an active role mentoring firefighters under his command. He uses his experience to ensure firefighters and paramedics can meet the challenges of their current roles and any future assignments. He also creates a sense of pride within the station, encouraging proficiency and professionalism. In addition to maintaining a high standard, he recognizes the value of all fire rescue personnel and treats everyone he encounters with respect. Kay Meyer's daily actions ensure fire rescue personnel are prepared to respond to the needs of Hillsborough County residents and each other well beyond his tenure. He also serves the department in multiple capacities outside his role of company officer. Throughout the years, he has helped ensure fire rescue personnel receive the recognition they deserve by chairing the awards review board and organizing the annual firefighters banquet. Performing these roles require an immense amount of time and personal dedication. Captain K. Meyer is presented with the Dedication and Professionalism Award. Congratulations. Next up, Fire Inspector First Class Adam Chrisman of the Cedar Hammock Fire Control District. Inspector Chrisman began with the Cedar Hammock Fire Control District in 2003 as a rookie firefighter. In 2016, he was promoted to fire inspector and immediately shined in the area of public education. Chrisman has been a certified National Child Passenger Safety Technician since 2009 and an instructor since 2012. Chrisman provides car seat caregiver classes and assists with passenger safety technician certification courses locally and throughout the state. During the pandemic, he continued to provide car seat assistance to the community as he and this fire district understood the continued need to ensure the safety of our children. Thanks to Mr. Chrisman, the department performs on average over 100 car seat checks and installations a year. He is vice chair of the Florida Suncoast Safe Kids Coalition and has served since 2017 as president of the Manatee County chapter. There's more. As inspector, Chrisman serves as a member of the Cedar Hammock Fire Prevention Bureau and is also responsible for providing fire extinguisher training to our local businesses and community utilizing the fire district's wireless fire extinguisher trainer. He also conducts on average 900 fire safety inspections a year and assists the fire marshal with fire investigations, with several resulting in arrests. Chrisman also maintains additional certifications as firefighter, EMT, fire safety inspector, fire instructor, fire officer, youth fire setter investigation specialist, life safety educator, and certified fire and explosion investigator. He also holds an associate degree in fire science. Inspector Chrisman is presented with the Dedication and Professionalism Award. Congratulations. Next award, we have 3 awards we're giving out. Lieutenant Steve Baker, firefighters Larry White and Michael Gard of the East Manatee Fire Rescue District. East Manatee and Emergency Medical Services units responded to a reported vehicle in a body of water. Ambulance 20 and engine 661 arrived on scene and found the driver trapped inside a vehicle half submerged in a pond. The interior compartment was already full of water when they arrived. Firefighter Gard and Lieutenant Baker entered the water without hesitation to rescue the driver. They forced entry into the vehicle through the only opening still accessible from the surface, the sunroof. Immediately after the sunroof was opened, the single occupant stood up through the opening. The crew helped the driver out of the vehicle and onto the roof to await additional personnel, with flotation to move the occupant to the shore where to be checked out by emergency medical services. Firefighter White was on the shoreline manning the tag line to the rescuers. There was no time to waste and no hesitation on a part of this crew. They entered the water decisively and took a calculated risk to save a life. Lieutenant Baker, firefighters Larry White and Michael Gard are presented with the Unit Citation Award. Congratulations. Next up, Assistant Chief Wayne Ownby of the Parish Fire District. Assistant Chief Ownby began his career in the late 1970s when a parish village fire department was just a concept. He was part of a grassroots movement that raised funds to procure firefighting gear, equipment, and a possible site for the fire station. He served on the team that kicked off the Parish Volunteer Fire Department, which eventually became the Parish Fire District, and a fire station was built. In 1985, Ownby was appointed Assistant Chief of the department. He was later instrumental in the construction of the current station on U.S. Highway 301 North, which was later dedicated to him for his service to the community. He was also inducted into the Parish Hall of Fame. In 2018, Ownby was selected as the Manatee County Fire Officer of the Year. He recently began assisting with the planning for Parish Station Number 2 and currently serves on the design team for the project. He is a long-standing chief officer in Manatee County. He attends every commission meeting and conducts the ceremonial Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the invocation. This year marks 40 years of service to the Parish Fire District, including thousands of calls both day and night and countless hours of sacrifice. Deputy Chief Wayne Ownby is presented with the Career Service Award. Congratulations. Next up, Chief Gil Reyes of Hillsborough County Fire Rescue. Chief Reyes has consistently demonstrated exceptional loyalty and enthusiasm throughout his 36th career with Hillsborough County Fire Rescue. He started as a firefighter and worked his way up the ranks to driver, engine, captain, battalion chief, and shift commander. In total, Reyes has commanded 46 stations and 8 battalions with approximately 350 firefighters. His mentorship, guidance, and team-first attitude have enabled others to succeed in their careers. He has been a servant leader while holding personnel to the highest standards while being highly respected by every department member. Reyes was creative and inspiring during the COVID pandemic. He made the mental and physical well-being of the department and staffing challenges top priorities. Whether in command of a complex fire scene or leading his crews through a pandemic, Reyes has never faltered and has always led from the front while empowering others to be prepared for the future. Chief Reyes is presented with the Career Service Award. Congratulations. Next up, we have Deputy Fire Marshal Ray Hansen of Hillsborough County Fire Rescue. Deputy Fire Marshal Hansen was selected for Inspection Supervisor when this new position was created and assisted in developing the full policies and practices for the new position. He also plays an important role and serves as the Emergency Management Liaison for the Rapids Needs Assessment Teams created post-Hurricane Irma. Critical in developing the policies, practices, and training for this group, which is deployed immediately post-storm. During the coronavirus pandemic, he served as commander for the Long-Term Care Facility Task Force. This task force managed the transport and return of COVID-positive senior citizens from living facilities to and from area hospitals. With close to 400 facilities and 4 major hospital corporations functioning in and around Hillsborough County, the task was daunting, but Chief Hansen managed the task force with skill and professionalism. He currently serves as a mentor to the next generation of fire prevention leaders through continuous involvement with this critical group of personnel within the Fire Prevention Bureau of the Fire Marshal's Office. As a member of the senior staff, Chief Hansen provides a wealth of information and insight to our team. His experience and knowledge have greatly enhanced the professionalism and pride within our great organization. Deputy Fire Marshal Hansen is presented with the Career Service Award. Congratulations. Last but not least, Assistant Chief Larry Liu of Manatee County Emergency Medical Services. Manatee County Assistant EMS Chief Larry Liu has been with Manatee County EMS since August of 1986. He has held many roles within the department, from an EMS auxiliary member, charge paramedic, SWAT paramedic, EMS lieutenant, EMS captain, interim EMS chief, and currently Assistant Chief of EMS operations. He is the see-all, know-all go-to person for the agency. He is always available to sit and listen, provide guidance, reassurance, support, and above all, to be a friend. He has given a great deal of time, energy, passion, and professionalism to this agency over the past 36 years. Not only does Larry embody the personal character traits of an outstanding leader, he has also saved the lives of numerous residents and visitors in Manatee County. He is an icon within the field of emergency medical services. He coordinates operations within Manatee County EMS and has organized and deployed to multiple disasters within the state of Florida. He works seamlessly with local fire departments, hospitals, and Department of Public Health. He was vital in shaping Manatee County's COVID response within the agency and surrounding agencies. Larry has dedicated over half of his life to the service and growth of Manatee County EMS and EMS as a profession. Don't cry, Larry. You're gonna make me cry. Assistant Chief Lou is presented with the Career Service Award. Congratulations.
I cried. Thank you.
And now, before the Congressman offers some closing remarks, I just want to remind everybody, all of the winners and all of the judges, please don't leave after the ceremony. We would like to do a group photo with the Congressman in front of the fire truck and the ambulance that's in the main rotunda, so please don't sneak out after he's done speaking, so thank you. Congressman?
Yeah. Let's give Chloe another round of applause. I can just tell you, my wife and I, we got married, we started a couple of companies, had a lot of employees, and everybody liked to always make a little more money, but it was one of the things we tried to do is recognize people that go beyond the call, and like a lot of people in this room. So I want to congratulate again all the winners. They'll be a part of something in your family forever because we tied in the congressional record. And also, I just want to thank everybody else in the room that provides incredible service to our communities. It's very important. And just know that I'm going to do everything I can to help you. I tell them, look, don't give me 10 things, give me 3 or 4 things, and I'll do everything I can to make sure we deliver on that. Thank you. God bless you, and God bless America.
Please, if I could get the award winners up to the truck with the Congressman, please.